All right, looks like that's working. Dun, dun. Mic check, mic check. Oh, very good. All right. So what this is this going to be a basic tutorial for how to get through if we don't get killed, how to get through the first night and 7 days to die with basically not getting destroyed. Here. Right. And I'm just going to give some tips on just some things to do as well for when you're moving to try to look out for and things like that to help you get better, because my server is really difficult and this is just some basic tips to get you through that first night when you play. One of the things before when we jump in, just to keep the mindset, you want to move fast, you want to get specific things, you want to try to avoid fights in the beginning because the stuff is so strong. You're looking to find a quick place to start a base on a rooftop, preferably one that's flat. When you have these angles, like if you see here, like this little house in the background where you see these angles, if you can see my mouse there, these angles, if you build up here, there could be rafters or ways for them to get up and just knock straight through the wall and then get out here on the roof with you and kill you. But on the first night, you're just trying to get to a structure, get up on top of it, and build you enough structure just to protect you to get you through to the next day. I'm also going to show you my recommended build as far as having the most efficient to get you in that started stage. The main things you're trying to accomplish in the beginning is getting your food under control and getting a basic shelter to protect you from the elements and to protect you from zombies and things like that. Because at nighttime, if you get caught on the ground, you're dead. So that's what we're going to try to do, is we're going to just see if we can get through this here. And I've got the server. It's going to be a fresh start. So this is what it would be as a fresh start. Let's get started here and we'll see how it goes. Okay, one of the things we want to do real quick is we want to get those basic 4 points for starting. And because we start in the snow area, we know we're going to freeze. But the good thing about the snow areas, you can see rocks on the ground really easy. You can see the green lush trees to the distance of the east. So we're going to move to get out of the snow. But at the same time, because you can see these rocks so easy on the ground, we're going to pick up these rocks as we're moving out of the snow. Because rocks are really easy to see in the snow. Makes it a lot easier to have a few of these. Bird's nest, we're looking for feathers and eggs. That'll help us on food. The time frame, we don't have much time to get to where our base is, so the basic things we're going to need is we're going to need some clay. We're going to need cobble. We can make the cobble from rocks and clay. We're going to need some wood, and we're going to need lots of stone. Okay, we're just about... And we're keeping up with our time because we don't have much time, and we're going to need some of that grass there as well. Okay. So now we're just going to grab a little bit of grass here and some more of these trees. This is a pretty lucky start, but I'll show you on the map here in a second what that is. So now we're going to jump straight in to get our basic survival. We need a bedroll. Gonna craft that up from the grass we just got real quick. Gonna place that bedroll down. We're gonna go immediately jump to our next one. We need to craft a stone axe. Those stones we gathered and a little bit of wood, we can make a stone axe. We've got that in the inventory real quick. Now if we go back and look at our next one, we're gonna need pants. We're gonna need the crafted pants and the... So we jump back over. We'll go ahead and craft those. This is from the grass that we just collected. The next one is we're gonna wear both of these. So we click on our character. Put the pants on. Put the shirt on. Our next one, we need to craft a wooden club. So if we click on the... Here, wooden club, craft, that's our first weapon. We are going to go ahead while we're at it. Let's see here. Our next one is basic survival. So we need to gather wood. If you look around, it'll mark it with these little yellow markers. So that you know what. Just hang on 1 second. Sorry about that phone call. We just muted. So let's go ahead and start gathering this wood real quick. Okay, we're not trying to fight, so we're just going to lure her away here. Now the next thing we need to do, we need to make a bow and an arrow, so let's just run away from her. So we're gonna craft the bow. Those nests we was checking, we got stones. The feathers is gonna make our arrows. We need more wood, so this has a chance of giving us honey as well, so it's worth it to get the wood and the honey from these stumps right here. Honey can heal you if you get a mild infection. Go ahead and get a little more wood. Got rocks. We'll back up here just a little bit, and to finish it off, we need to build a basic frame shape. So we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to do 10 of those real quick. We got to place this. That completes our next level. So we built the frame shape and we place, and then now we got to upgrade it. Click on your axe and you're going to left click. We just upgraded it. Now we need to make a campfire. So we're going to craft our campfire with our stones. Just place it right there on top of it. We're just going to stay away from that zombie. We don't want to fight. And that'll complete us on our levels. So now if we just go around here, pick up a few more stones, just because they're so easy to pick up. Okay. So we're going to jump up on this rock. It gives us a little bit of sight where we can see we've dodged them zombies. I'm going to click real quick on the map. If we go to the map and we zoom in, these little black dots represent coal. We're going to need some coal for cooking later, so we're going to grab that. But real quick now, let's go ahead and make up some more arrows. And while we're making up arrows, we're going to do our points. We got our 4 points for our basics. This is the trees I like to start in. So I'll put 1 point in Sexual Tyrannosaurus. I put 1 point into Master Chef. I want more resources in the beginning, so I'll put 1 point on Motherlode. And then I also want to get as much out of the animals as I can. So I will put 1 point into the Huntsman. That'll get us our 4 basic points. At this point, we're going to throw this out of inventory. We don't use these on my server, so I'm going to throw that out of inventory. And this is a good start. Now, this is the coal, those little black dots we seen. We're getting rock and we're getting coal here, so this is really good. We're going to try to farm up this, and we're keeping an eye on that clock. It's 10 o'clock. We've got to move and get into a town really quick because we're looking for that rooftop to get us through that first night. We're getting a lot more resources now because of those points we got in, and you can see we're chopping a lot faster now as well with those points we got into stuff. Just gonna pick up this stuff here though. And if you notice, because we're going for coal right here as well, we're getting good level, which is going to get us to that next point, which is really important. The time is around 10 o'clock. As it starts to move to the night and we get into those later hours, we want to try to give ourselves a good 5 to 6 hours in game. We're going to pick our bedroll back up. We're going to pick up some of these red flowers. As we are on our map, we're going to head north here, and we're going to pick up some of those red flowers along the way. Just because we have this iron here, we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit of iron as well. We get level off of this, but it's also going to give us some iron that we will need in a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and grab this one right here. We only need one of these for now. This iron is really good for reinforcing a door. If you have to make a door for a shelter, you can reinforce it and make it stronger if you have this, you pick up this iron. Okay, we're going to switch back over. As we're moving, we're hitting red flowers, grass, and nest. And we're going to get some of these cotton plants. And any rocks, things we see along the way. Trash piles, we can get real good stuff out of that. We do want to hunt, but you don't want to spend too much time hunting. If like we just seen that rabbit, and I don't want to spend too much time chasing it, you can get lost in the moment and lose too much time trying to get that one kill. Time management right now is very important. We got to move. We want to move to get in town and get that first structure here. So again, this is good stuff right here. Okay. We're going to continue to move north now. As long as you've got about 10 to 20 of these red flowers, that's plenty in the beginning. Can always come back for more. And I would say as long as you get 5 or 6 of the yellow, just in case, that'll be good as well. Scrap that and turn it. Still moving north. Our main focus now is any animals that we can hunt or these birds' nests. We're looking for eggs and feathers. Yes, they do. A little bit of wood and a chance for honey. Starting to get into a town now. We're going to do 2 things at once while we're chopping on this. We're going to go ahead and click on our feathers recipe, and we're going to go ahead and make up some arrows. That way we've got a lot of arrows being made while we're chopping wood. It's good for time management to do multiple things like that. And as we're moving, we're still making them arrows. Our wood stack is 169. We're going to need more wood than that. Wood wise, I'm going to say you're going to want to get around we're going to stop them arrows. That lets that finish, and then we're going to immediately recipe and pick the arrows right back up. In the beginning, I'll check, see when we take this one down about how much more we need. I like to have around 500 to 1,000 wood and around 500 to 1,000 stone is a good start. We're going to go ahead under tools real quick and we're going to make us a stone shovel. So we're sitting around 76 rock. We got a lot of these. So on the wood, we're going to go ahead and frame shapes. And I'm going to say, go ahead and do about 150 of them. Instead of, oh, we got our, get him here. Be the hottest.
Up to.
I'm doing a tutorial for the first night. So I'm gonna just use my axe here, and we're not gonna get many resources off of this chicken because I'm using an axe, but we was able to get enough bones so that our next kill we'll get a lot more resources off of it. I'm streaming it, Shrimp, if you want to have a look as I'm going through the tutorial. I'm just going to do this and save it that way other people can watch it later. Okay. Okay, so it's around 1500 now on the time. Now is when we really got to start trying to pick out where we're going to hold for tonight and get it ready. You want to allow for more time if you don't know your place. I moved on this side of the car to give me time to search it by the time he gets to me, and then I can run around. You're looking for, like I said, you can do a structure that has angles on it as long as you know the structure well and know they can't get through it. This one's a good one if you go on top. I like flat top structures. It gives you a better visual to builds. Here where we have the hay, you typically have animals around hay or snakes. So we're gonna creep up here and look. Way on that one. Need this clay. This is good. Want to. We're never going to hit him. He's moving too fast. And I don't want to waste too much time. You want to hit all of these trash piles you can. The more the merrier. We've got a water source here if we need it. When I'm moving as well, I like to stay to the middle of the road. You're less likely to get something on the left or right as far as up in a yard or something, a zombie or a dog or something, to get on you when you're moving if you stay more to the middle of the road. Okay. These will give us fat. We can actually live on fat at the cost of bringing our health down if we need to. Yeah, we got that, but we want this chicken if we can get it. And I'm going to go ahead and switch through my blocks here. We're going to create a ladder. It's getting closer to dark. And I'm going to choose this structure here. As long as it's 2 off. 2 blocks high on this ladder, the zombies can't get to it. And if they jump on top of each other, they could climb up to it. But if you don't stay around the ladder at the top, that normally won't be an issue. Got that chicken. Alright, and again, even though we got all these zombies, we're not fighting them, we're just kiting them around. I'm turning here so I can see them coming. He's too close, we're gonna back up. Move them around a couple of objects. We're just trying to get as much off of that chicken as we can by just moving around here. Okay, that's an arrow that dropped. Gonna just search some of these trash piles here. I know this structure here, this collision right here. We know this upper part, and it's a good place to start that temporary base, and so that's why I'm just like moving around out here. That's where I'm gonna choose to build my base for tonight. Again, more fat just in case we need it. We're trying to get the most. We're getting a lot of stuff in our inventory that we don't need right now. And we're going to try to drop some of this stuff so we're not running so slow. I'm going to go ahead and throw that jacket on. We did get some of that, so that helps a little bit. You get fat off of these. We're going to go ahead and scrap. We're going to scrap that one and put the one with more down on our bar here. Go ahead and drop them on the bar as well for now. Bars. Okay. Want a little more clay, so I'm gonna dig here a little bit. Got that zombie coming in, we're gonna kite him. As we're kiting him, we can do it like I'm just getting stuff over here, little trash piles I can search, or more fat if we need. See, we're starting at a lot of zombies here. And remember, at nighttime, that's when it's going to be super bad. So we've got to be... Gotta be ready for it. We've kited him around a little bit here. At 19, I'm going to start moving to get the base a little more. Before he gets here. Yep. So if I come over here to the collision center, bust a window, I can access this cooler. There's another jug of water. Let's see, we don't really want to get caught up in here. Run around the outside. Need a few more of these piles. We can come back for that stuff that we don't. Found him. shit. Woo! I used the cars there because we didn't expect the dog there. I used the cars to kite him around to keep him from being able to just chase me down and kill, and that's how I was able to get away from that. So keep that in mind. You'll use objects like that sometime to allow you to get away from them. This is where we're going to make our base for tonight. Okay. And here we're just going to copy this block and then copy the rotation. I'm going to copy this. Oh, we're going to copy this block. Copy the rotation. Door. This building is made mostly out of concrete, so we're pretty strong in this structure. But we are going to fight them here shortly. We're just doing this to keep the birds out. They can pretty much one-shot us right now, so when we fight them, we got to be super smart on how we fight them. We gathered that wood. We got around 300. We don't want to use all of our wood, so to keep an eye on it, because wood is what makes our club. I'm going to keep it down here just so I can keep up with how much we're using. I guess it's a pretty solid floor now. We're gonna go ahead and get our bedroll down. So we can see they're all under here. Because of this roof, you have to get at an angle. I'm gonna guess a torch in here so we can see what we're doing. They're gonna be, yeah, you can see them down here how they're jumping up. So I'm gonna build this out. Just in case they bust that block that's underneath. I don't want to fall all the way down with them, so we're going to put a platform on top of it. And then I'm going to pick this block back up. Saint got some clay or some, so we're gonna go ahead. How many stones we got? Yeah, plenty. We're gonna go ahead and craft all that up. Okay. So here we want to be able to get up or get back up out of this. So if I jump down here right now, with the way this angle is on the ceiling, if I try to jump up out of here, I can't. And if I keep jumping, I'm going to end up falling down there with them. So I'm just going to make a little ramp right here. Now, as long as I stay crouched, I can just come right back up and out. So we come here now, and we make a spear. We can reach them down there. And so that we're not losing the whole night, we can actually fight them. So we put that there. Okay. And you can see how close we are getting to this next level. So as we're going to use up some more of our wood here for building, and we're also going to use some of this cobble. That's going to get us to our next level, and I'll show you why that's important as well. We want to save some of that wood for repairs. That's what repairs our club. As long as you have a good 25. We got a spider zombie out there now that's really dangerous. And we want to try to clean some of these up now because we got so many of them out there. See, we got a lot down there right now. they're actually breaking that right there. They're piling up on each other and they're breaking it. We're gonna move more to this side right now. Gonna be quiet and just let them dissipate a little bit here. And at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and use the chili and the first drink just to get us through this night. And you can just imagine if we was on the ground, we would be dead. We're gonna move away from that hole. They're piling up so much they could possibly get to us. That's almost like a blood moon. Like you can just see how many it is, and we have nothing. This is our first night. That's our first night. So you can just see how dangerous that is. We're gonna try to quit moving. Oh. We're gonna try to quit moving and see if we can get some of them to actually wander off, because there's so many of them now that the damage they're accumulating right now is pretty horrific. So we're just gonna calm here for a little bit because we still got a long night to go. And we don't want them to tear the structure up too bad. They could easily get up here with us because we don't have much protecting us right now. It is a heat source, but it's not going to be as much as you would think it is. The torches don't do a whole lot. The building is way more the building on the structure and everything. So you can imagine if you picked a house with an angle roof or something like that, where they could get up into the rafters, if you had all that underneath you, that possibly could bring a house down on the first night. So that's why I say you want to pick a stronger structure that you could manage. Okay, some of them, it's getting quieter now, so some of them are starting to wander back off. I've settled down and quit moving, and it's causing them to slowly start to dissipate. That's what we need just to get us through this night one. You, sir, are a master craftsman then. Yeah, we still got a few of them running around down there. I'm just trying not to move right now and not to make a whole lot of movement or building or anything. I just don't want to spice them back up here. We'll kind of let them dissipate down a little bit. We're close to getting our next level, and what we will do on our next level is we will actually get the forge. We'll put 1 point in so that we can get the forge. The forge will allow us to build a cooking pot and a grill so that we can start cooking some of this meat we got. We can live off of the fat that we picked up for now until we can get a little bit stronger start and everything. But the food and water levels is what we want to get under control. We found a lot of empty jars. We'll check the map to find a close water source. We passed a few on our way here. And we'll hit one of those water sources to get some food and water at daybreak. We still have a lot of movement underneath us. One of the things I want to do as well, the zombie spiders are a deal because they can jump so high and so far. So if we ever have any of them, we won't fight them in the open, but I do want to build out front. I want to build an area where we can actually go down and fight some of the other zombies and kind of go toe to toe with some of them. Not when there's that many, because when you have that many, they're going to get on top of you, or they're going to build up on top of each other and get up to wherever you're at. But I want to get to where I can smack down on them with that spear, because we could actually be gaining even more levels. If we was able to attack any of them there, we would have been able to gain some levels. What we want to do in the morning as well, where they were climbing up on stuff in there and smacking on the floor here, we want to go and bust all of those objects on the floor, as many of them as we can, to be able to keep them from reaching the floor here. We don't want them to be able to get up in here with us, so we want to try to take out like some of the counters and the furniture and things like that, just so they can't climb up on it and hit at the floor here. That's one of the things we're going to work on the next day as well, is basically getting our base ready for where we can do a little more. But we got to get our food under control first. Food is, and we've got a pretty decent little shelter here. These walls, these walls are concrete, so they're pretty damn strong. This is a really good starting base. A really good starting structure for it. Saves you a lot of resources. If you didn't have this, other good ones, the car wash is really strong. You can go on the roof of it. You got to go earlier because it has a platform that goes down that they can run up the platform and get on the roof with you. You've got to bust that platform. There's going to be at least one zombie in there. You need to trigger him and run him, have him to come out and chase you, jump off the roof. When he jumps off, climb back up a ladder that he can't get to, bust that little platform, and then the zombies can't get up to the roof on you. The car wash is a really good one. The hotel, the building out in front of it, it's got a nice platform that's got strong concrete walls as well. That one's a really good one to pick. Yeah, the top of working, and any of them, when you go up to the roof, don't go through the building to get on it. Build ladders and go up from the outside. But if you have a lot of zombies, the birds is going to be your worst nightmare about going to roofs. The birds can kill you quick on my server, so you got to be prepared to fight them birds. That's why you want your club, and sometimes it can take 1 or 2 hits with a club, but you got to have the timing right, because if the bird hits you once or twice, there's a good chance he's going to kill you. So you got to hit him and kind of get that stun as you're backing up to keep that bird from hitting you. If you get 2 or 3 birds, if you see them from a distance, you want to take a knee and shoot them with your bow, and try to get that crit shot that'll basically take them out and they don't land on you. Also, when you're clearing the top of a roof and you have a lot of zombies, don't stay on the roof and try to fight the zombies. At the very beginning, especially on my server, as hard as it is, you are not going to go toe to toe with any of these zombies on day one. They're going to kill you. They can damn near one shot you. What you want to try to do is get the zombies chasing you and get off of the roof and let them walk off the roof onto the ground with you, and then go back up on the roof and just let them walk around on the ground or dissipate or whatever. But don't try to fight those zombies on day one. Just kite them around and get them away from you. Don't go into any structures trying to loot or anything on day one, because on my server you are going to have feral zombies everywhere on day one, and you're going to have a lot of feral zombies at night. It's all about getting to this first structure and everything. That's where it's really important. If you go into structures trying to loot, you're going to run into one of the animals, because there's a lot more animals on my server, and they're all different sizes. So you're going to have baby snakes, you're going to have baby dogs. They're harder to hit because they're so small, but they still do the same amount, like massive amounts of damage. And they will chase you down and kill you if you're in structures and you miss one. They're really easy to miss because they're real small. So it's just not worth the risk in the beginning. So the main thing you want to do is just hit trash piles along the edges of the road. And like I said, when you're walking, try to stay in the center of the road. It allows you not to be ambushed from the left or right. If you get too close to a yard or something and there's a dog in it because you was walking on the edge of the road, there's a good chance that dog's going to chase you. If you don't have something that you can jump up on or a ladder and a dog gets you, you're not going to outrun him. He's going to kill you. And my server is really bad for having packs of dogs and things like that. So it's pretty common to run into a pack of wolves or a pack of dogs. That's like 5 or 6 or better. You're done if you run into that and you don't have somewhere to go. Now, we don't have a whole lot of zombies underneath us now. So what I want to try to do is I'm going to try to level some of these things here to a cobble and get this next level. Hello, Molly. How you doing today? Okay, now it's daytime, so we want to try to clear these as quick as we can. Trying to pull a toe shot. There we go. Okay, so we can probably save on arrows with him. Okay. See what we got out here crawling, because I can hear them. It's a... Spiders is the main one, so... Okay, we got that. We can move or we can kite them. We can't kite the spiders. Okay. Now... What we want as well on the front, we want multiple ways to get up here. So we're going to go ahead and switch to a ladder, because right now we've only got the one ladder on the back right here. We want to get multiple ways up. We're looking to see if there's a spider zombie. As long as it's too high, we're good. Okay, a lot of zombies here. We don't want to fight them, so I'm going to leave the area to break them up. We will move. We've got a water source here. We can go back to that water source. I'm going to clear the map this way. We're going to hunt a little bit here and try to get some food. And we're not going to hunt rabbits that small. That's what I was saying about the babies. They're so hard to hit on some of them. But hopefully by us moving out of the area a little bit there, it'll allow some of them zombies to dissipate in that area. Also, while we're moving, we'll check some of these, see if we can get some books. That'll make us stronger. And these books over here, you can share with the group now, which is how the books work on mine. again, so this building looks pretty good. I like this side right here. So two blocks, 1, 2. The main reason we're creating this, it's not super strong, but if we run into a pack of dogs, we're never going to make it to our base. So here's a little, like, it's basically a place we can run to. You can hear them beating through the wall right here. So they're going to actually beat through on this part. You can see them beating through. It's concrete, but good enough. That's what I was saying about some of those. A lot of hits in the beginning, Lou, but on my server, it won't take long. Oh, yeah, the zombies are really hard to kill here. I can't see very far, so I'm gonna go back this way because I don't want to run into a pack of dogs. And hopefully some of this fog will start to break up as well, where we can see a much longer distance. I think there might have been a fog over there. Okay, so we still got a lot of zombies in this area. Now, one of the things, I have a really good memory. So I can remember, I was saying this earlier, is when I venture out, I know my path back. But people make this mistake, and this is really good if you don't have a good memory. You're going to want to hit your map. And go in where you're at and save you a waypoint of where your home base is. I just call it my main operating base, MOB. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that in there. So they destroyed that car into there. That's what they did. See, we still got a lot of zombies here, so we're gonna move back out of this area. We're gonna go back to that water source we found down the road here, over here. Pick up some water. And at the same time, we're gonna search all these little trash piles along the way. I'd really like to have it, but I'm not strong enough for that right yet. Now, like I said, pack of dogs always pop up on you. Dogs, bears, all kinds of stuff. As you're moving around, there's no way I could get back to any of them. It's always good to have little areas like this is another one I really love. But it's good to have these little so let's move that over. Okay, and we want to get rid of this so they don't jump over. So here we got a real simple and easy, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my map again on this one. I'm gonna save this. This is gonna be one of my outposts, so I just use the little tent and I just put it as FOB, forward operating base. So these are just little outposts I'll make where if I need to, if I run into a horde or something like that as I'm running around on the map, I know tents are, I just use them as my waypoints for, it gets me up off the ground where I could somewhat fight, especially if I build a little part where I can fight if it's dogs or something. But I make these all throughout the town and things like that. So here, work, and it's just far enough from the ladder. And see, we're struggling on stamina right now. It's because our water levels is so low. Right now, if we had to run or had to fight, we would be dead. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm preparing this FOB to make it a little bit stronger. Okay, we want more clay, but see him running? That could be a foul right there as fast as he's moving. So we're gonna move up here before we even deal with that. We're gonna go ahead, get this cobble made up. We're also gonna go ahead and get us a campfire made. I don't know if you can use gas as a, yeah, it does. So you can actually use gas for that too. No car right now, so it's perfect. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and get our water all boiled up. We're going to go ahead and make a quick storage box. Perfect for a FOB where we can leave stuff that we don't need to free up some inventory room. So we're gonna go down and fight him in a minute. We're gonna get these water levels up there. Red tea is the only way to win. Red tea for the win. Now, our health at 102, you can see how far we're down. This is -3 on our health. So if we consume this stack, it's going to bring our health up quite a bit. But we're going to lose that health amount there on that part of it if we do that trade. See, we're already starting to get, now that we're above 50% on water, you can see we're pretty much ready to fight now. Now, what we want to do here is we can actually drop off on this. Okay. I guess that's one way to kill zombies. Allow them to kill themselves. But we've got a little fighting perch here now. While we're waiting on the rest of our water, it's a good time to get some more clay. Now we can actually start to get some of this. We need this clay. And we're getting good XP here too. This XP really helps us a lot. And I tell everybody, when you're digging holes like this, just for this, don't dig too deep. If you dig at least 2 blocks deep, you can't get out of it easily. And if something runs up on you, you can't just run out and run away. So try to take it down in a big section of where it's only one block down. If you're going to dig deep caves, go out into an area, not somewhere like this where you're not digging under a structure. And if you dig down, build you a shelter over top of it so that you're protected underneath it in case a roaming horde or a pack of wolves or dogs comes in, you're protected underground. Amen. Now, around 1500, I'm going to head back, but I want to try to get the most out of this area while I'm here. I seen a purse over here earlier, and I want that, but you got to be careful in these areas. So sometimes you don't see them, but there can be snakes and things like that. So we're going to bust this pile down so we can see a little bit better. Around hay is where you see snakes and items and stuff. They can be in other places, but it's a common... Yeah, see him right there? And he blended right into those rocks. That's why we busted them rocks where we could see. take a knee when you're busting through stuff. It keeps you from heating up the area too much. If you're gonna be, it will help. See how he started to move fast? We got two of them. This is where they can jump on each other. We're trying to see the angles, how I'm trying to hit. You'll knock them away from each other, and it keeps them from being able to stack up on each other as easily. So the guy on the left, you're going to move to your right and hit in this angle, and it knocks him back this way. The guy on the right, you're going to move to your left and hit him this way, and it knocks him back that way. You're trying to keep them apart when you're on here. If you allow them to get together, they're going to stack, and one's going to jump up on top of the other one and jump up here with you. The spear, a lot of people don't like the spear, but I'm telling you, the spear is one of the strongest weapons in the early game, and it can even be really strong in late game if it's used correctly. The spear, you don't really want to throw it, what you're using it for, and I know it's going to change when they're doing it. So many people bitched about the spear being weak and not viable in game. You're using the spear the kind of the way the Romans used it back in the day, which is you're using it for its range, where you can hit down and stab stuff out of your range. That's where the spear's strengths really are, and that's where you want to use it for to get the most bang out of your butt with it. Yes, it doesn't do as much damage, but when you can get up on something and hit down and it can't hit you, it's just amazing at how strong it actually is. And we're just about to hit that 15 mark. I said I wanted to head back at 15. So not only were we able to get some of that stuff out of there at our fort, we had all this water made up. And then we've got all these empty jars as well. So let's go ahead and max our water out here. We're going to drink more than what we even need. Okay, we're gonna drop these. Gonna scrap that for the leather. We're cleaning this inventory up because we want to keep this in check when we run back. We don't want a whole lot here because it'll mess us up running. This will allow us to move much faster and it puts our food level, so that was a good find on that. We're gonna save some of them because we might can make some stuff out of them a little later. All right. Got plenty of clay here. We want to get some more wood, so we're going to chop some trees on the way. And the whole point of what we're doing, like back over at that hotel, if I was to go deeper into that hotel and around to the sides and things, I could pull them around and clear them on that one part. But you just got to be careful because the more you venture into a structure like that, the more chances you have of running into feral zombies. And at this stage of the game, if you run into a feral zombie, it's going to kill you. It's going to be so quick. You want to try to avoid those structures in the beginning until you can start to get at least some basic armor. This drink right here is really good because if we have an emergency situation where we get caught out here for too long, I can actually drink that and run all the way back to the base without worrying about zombies or anything catching me. So that's kind of like that's your lifeline there for a while. You don't want to use it unless you have to, but you don't want to venture too far up here. Again, avoiding those fights. Don't fight if you don't need to. Now, if we can get this right, we want this leather off of this deer that was running around here earlier. if he's still in the area. Let's see if that deer is still around here anywhere. Don't forget to check these. You'll get books out of them all the time. Oh. Okay. What we're going to do here. Just in case he charges. Or we have zombies. It's always good to have these around. Go ahead and repair because I want to make sure I'm getting these shots down before. Okay, one of the things I like to do as well, we can use this fence. Oh, we got another dog here. You can use that fence if you put a block like this. You can use this if we're trapped over here. We could use it like we got that hole right there now, but it keeps stuff trapped over here on this section, which is really good. If we have stuff over here, so we're moving back it here. Now, one of the things we want to do, we want to be able to fight out here, so do this. She's faster than I thought. Okay. Okay. If she's not acting like a Karen, I don't know what it is. Let's get in here and put some of this stuff in the box. also allow us to move a little bit quicker. And
Hello. What's
hello, Lauren.
happening?
We can make up some more cobble with this real quick. So I'm making a tutorial for the start on 7 Days to Die. We're gonna craft up around 100 of those. Ah, she's gonna run away. Okay. See. See how far off. There we go. Seven. Let's see. I have enough time if we move. We get called out, we know what we can do. Okay, there's a good chance we're gonna get called out, so this is what I was saying. How much stone we got? Now, here we don't have the cooking pot or the grill, so this is where this comes in handy, what we're making up. The reason we threw the steel in this. Now, we can make a cooking pot and a grill, and food is now under control. And you can see where we're at right now. So we are established, and we still got our extra point now that we gained on that other. So that point now, you could choose however you wanted to spend it. Transportation, like if you wanted to go, like start putting points in to get the transportation part of it. I personally like moving around on foot, and the combat is more important to me. So I like to put this next point. I go into Pummel Pete with it because it makes that club really strong, and it reduces your power attacks with the club. I think it's a really good starter. Or you could start putting points into your strength now so that you can continue to level the others. But those are my recommendations on it. I'm going to put mine in there, and then we are going to modify that. And we are going to scrap club. We're going to craft that level 2. Modify. We are pretty much set here now. So food is under control now. Water is under control. Now we can start building our resources. I'll tell you another good one as well. You don't have the stuff for it in the beginning because you're going to need a workbench and things like that. But getting some of these other things in control as well. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, now we can start building up on our clothing and things like that. And stuff to make our characters a little stronger to handle the elements. Also, we could you could put a point in armor if you want to start doing it in case you find some armor pieces. Allows you to move a little bit better. We're good as fighting now. I like to put some extra resources sometimes just in case things do go bad. Throwing them in there just to have them can help you a lot. See a little better down here. We want Oh yeah. Two there, I challenged that just to do it. That was actually super dangerous because they were both funneled side by side. They could have easily jumped up here with me by jumping on top of each other. So don't do that. I don't recommend that at all, but I wanted to go for that. Okay, you can see, I'm gonna just go ahead and use this even though we don't need it. We are at 100% on food and water levels. We have extra left over. We are ready to go. We are thriving at this point. Oh, that's a lucky one. You can just see how much damage, like, they're so strong. Clear this. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, so we're going to wrap it up there. We have got our good start. We've got plenty of food, plenty of water, and that's how you get started on the Xmod. That's a good tutorial on there. That'll wrap it up. We're on day 3. That shows you how to get through the first day. Second day, pretty much completed it all. And from here, you would just start leveling and then going into whatever tree you wanted to and start filling your character out. So we'll call it there. And I appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to stop that there, and we're going to wrap this up and call it a tutorial. Thank you very much, and we will catch you this weekend where the whole group gets on and tries to do that as a group. God help us all.